Guys, we are with the one and only Jennifer Zabinski.
We're so excited you're here today.
Of Jay-Z Events.
Yes, thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I mean, for those of you that don't know, Jennifer is the master event planner. If you have an event coming up, she is your go-to girl.
No matter where you live. You don't have to be out there. She's based in New York. She can travel anywhere.
Anywhere, anytime, and that team is there, and they execute like no other.
Well, thank you.
So, of course. So, our mission was to style Jennifer for her day-to-day and also for her events, wherever they may be, because we do know she still wants to be stylish even though she is on the job. So Jennifer, tell us a little bit about how you typically dress for your events, and is it a stress? How do you want to feel? Tell us what you typically do.
It's definitely, I usually try to dress to the event as well. So if there's some inspiration from their design or decor, I bring that into what I'm wearing. But comfort is always something that I'm looking for, because you're up, you're down, you're under a wedding dress, you're all over the place in a day. And so shoes need to be comfortable. I usually have two looks for every event, so pre-ceremony and post-ceremony. So when I'm getting girls' hair and makeup ready and doing those pre-look shots, that I'm still, professional, but a little bit more casual. And then after the ceremony, I change into more evening wear.
And what would that be?
Whether it's a pantsuit or something long and not form-fitting, even though the pantsuit is, and it's so comfortable. Like, comfort is key, because it's a good 12 to 14-hour day,
a long day
on your feet. So comfort and looking stylish is really the two
Because
things.
you're creating something stylish, so
Yes.
you got to also represent yourself.
And your clients and your brand. And so for me, I'm always, representing my clients on how they dress, but I also have to be working as well.
Exactly.
So it's something that I look for longevity in terms of the piece, in terms of classic and stylish, but also that's a good fabric that if it gets wedding cake on it, that it will come out. And
So with this look, not to interrupt,
but
she's wearing Chiara Boni, which is an amazing brand because it's one fabric and it's a stretch fabric.
and one piece, I feel so comfortable I don't want to take it off.
And we actually
And it
rented
looks
the
amazing
runway.
on her. Yeah, and we got it from Rent the Runway, which is a great resource for Jennifer, just because she's always on the go. You don't have that much time. She's also a mom. She has this wonderful business. So it's a great place to get some good looks, and especially I'm sure black is one of the key colors in your wardrobe.
And not just black, she doesn't have to worry about dry cleaning it because it goes right
Right
to their
back.
dry cleaning facility and they're done.
Which is amazing, and I always tell my team as well, because not only am I outfitting myself, but I'm outfitting my team.
Right.
And so for them, it is a perfect resource because they're able to change their looks, every event, and not have to go deep into their pockets.
Do you guys try and create an overall look as a group when you're thinking about what you'll be wearing to this event?
For the team, it's always black, and pockets is something that they all look for. Depending if we're wearing walkies, that's really important, because as much as I love this look, a walkie is not fitting in it. So it's something.
There's some pockets there.
There are pockets, so I can put my walkie in.
Or we could get you a trendy fanny.
Oh, I love that.
Trendy fanny would be
Trendy
cute with this,
That is
actually.
very in. Gucci has a great
I know, and I think that would
Maybe
be
we should pick one of those
perfect
up.
for event planners, because we have so many things, whether it's hotel keys, the bride's lipstick, the groom's cell phone, his sunglasses, everything, and you're like constantly looking for places to put it.
Right.
And so for me and the girls, pockets, comfort are key. For the girls, they're always black pockets, and then for me, if it's a silver wedding or gunmetal or anything like that I can take inspirations for, I try to incorporate that into my look, whether it be through jewelry, a shoe, or an accessory piece.
I love that you're thinking about the client as well, constantly,
Yeah.
even in what you're wearing.
Well, the guests have to look at me all throughout the evening,
That's
so
true, so
I
you
am
better
part
look
of the
nice.
decor. So
Now, I know we touched upon your evening wear, but obviously one of the biggest part of your jobs is being with your client from start to finish. So when you first meet them, what kind of style do you have for your meetings with them?
it's so funny because I think jeans have become the
go-to.
go-to for everything, and no matter if you're meeting with a potential planner or a potential photographer, the clients are mostly in jeans, and I always think it's important to kind of get a sense of who your client is before and kind of their lifestyle, because 9 times out of 10, they're in white jeans in the summer, and if you come in a suit, it kind of makes everyone feel a little out of place. So I think jeans with a nice pump, one of the looks that you picked out today is...
Which you'll be seeing live on Instagram.
Yes, which is amazing. It's very stylish, it's very now, and it also makes you belong. Like people, I would say when you're hiring a planner, it's really important that you want to hang out with them and have drinks with them, and that you have a similar style and aesthetic.
Right.
With your band leader, you don't really care if you have the same style as they do. But with your planner, you're relying on them to be your eyes and curate a list of vendors for you, and you really want them to be a reflection of who you are.
Exactly.
So that's kind of what I always take into how I style myself for pre-meeting and also for the events.
Right.
I believe for someone in your role, and all women, you want to feel empowered and you want to feel significant and you want to feel dressed and
Yes.
pulled together. Because you also have to sell yourself and who you are, because you don't even know your client necessarily for even 10 minutes. So it's like you got to put your best foot forward.
Right, and all of your clients are coming to celebrate something exciting. So it's not, you know, if they're looking to you to throw something, you know, a milestone or something exciting in their life, so they, you know, look to you about how you represent yourself.
It's very true. I think, you know, you are a representative of yourself and how people just...
And what you're going to execute for
Right.
them.
And so the first thing that they have, not only, you know, your materials that you can show in past events is one aspect of it, but I think the dialogue and how you present yourself is a very big thing.
And you know, it's funny, we just actually were going through our wedding pictures with Jennifer to kind of show her, you know, what we looked like 5 years ago.
6 years
6
ago.
years ago. And I think it's so important to keep evolving as an individual, because you got to stay current with the times to show that to show your client that you've moved ahead, especially from a creative standpoint, you know, because we can make so many changes to what we did 6 years ago today with fashion.
And you want always threads of tradition and like the classics in there, because I always say that, you know, with an event and a milestone, that you want it to be current and reflective of who you are as a couple together, but also that most people and elements of weddings are traditional and are classic. So you want to look back and say, like, your invitation could be 20 years ago or could be 20 years in the future. It's still a classic beauty, and I think that that's something that we're always trying to, you know, encourage clients to have threads of the classics in there as well as current, because those are the things that make it who you are, the current, but the classics are who you'll be in the future and who you were in the past.
It's like, and from a fashion standpoint, it's like women investing in a pair of studs, like how you both are wearing studs, because it's a classic item that you'll have forever.
Correct.
Now, on just a slight personal note, how do you have time to do everything? What kind of advice? I mean, you're an entrepreneur, you're a mom of 2, you live in New York, you have so much going on.
You're traveling on business.
Constantly. How do you make time for yourself?
Well, I find that my only time alone is my time to work out, and it clears my head, it makes me get out of my head and out of my way. It's a great place to kind of just bounce ideas off of, mostly women, because the times I work out are when moms are working out, but it's just like an escape from my business life in a way that it's time for me. And what I also have to say, and you are husband and wife, having a great partner has been the key to my success. I have a husband who isn't in finance, but he's also a present dad, a present husband, and a present partner, and I think that that's something that has enabled me to give 150% of myself to him, my kids, and my clients, even if it's not, you know, so much time, it's the quality of time. And I think that's really where our key to success has been and what's made me happy. And I always say to people, you know, I love what I do, and it comes across. And I think that if you're going to have your own business, you have to be passionate about it.
Absolutely.
You know, I think it's very important, you know, to constantly tell yourself and tell others, love what you do, because you do it every day. And if you have to wake up to something, you better love what you do.
And
because it's your life.
It is. And, you know, I think it's always a good, like, inspiration for my children and role model. My daughter always says, Mom, when I'm old enough, I'm going to work for you so you don't have to work so hard.
So cute.
But, you know, she loves the idea of what I do, and I create wonderful things. And I also think it's really important for me as a person and a professional that I have something that I see a start to and a finish, and that we're creating something new every day, and that's really rewarding.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's
well,
great.
Thank you so much
No,
for
this
being
has been
here
an
with us
escape.
today.
This has been my second
Your
time
escape
of mine
today.
today. Yes.
We are so thrilled, and this has been something we've been wanting to do for
I
a
know.
while.
Thank
so
you.
I'm so
And
happy
thank you
got
for
to.
being our favorite guests at so many weddings. We're always like, there are our favorite guests.
We
They
do
are
love
always
weddings.
there.
And our followers seem to love us too at weddings
Yes.
because that's where we get our most likes. So
Yes.
get us on the free invitation guest list.
We will definitely will. They're the best. They're the first ones there and the best dressed. So
Thank you.
Thank you.